Iranian President Hasan Rouhani used his speech at the United Nations in New York to assert his moderate credentials by speaking of a desire for regional peace. During an earlier television interview, the Persian state's leader even condemned the Holocaust as reprehensible and condemnable. However, international figures have been quick to criticise the intentions of the Islamic Republic, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu urging the world not to be fooled by Iran.
Iran thinks that soothing words and token actions will enable it to continue on its path to the bomb. Like North Korea before it, Iran will try to remove sanctions by offering cosmetic concessions while preserving its ability to rapidly build a nuclear weapon at a time of its choosing. Israel would welcome a genuine diplomatic solution that truly dismantles Iran's capacity to develop nuclear weapons. But we will not be fooled by half measures that merely provide a smokescreen for Iran's continual pursuit of nuclear weapons. And the world should not be fooled either.
Netanyahu's spokesperson reiterated fears that Iran was seeking to take a page out of the North Korean playbook.
Israel is open to a genuine arrangement in which Iran's military nuclear program is effectively dismantled. We're ready for that. What we're concerned about is under this smokescreen of professed good intentions, that Iran is taking a page out of the North Korean playbook, that in professing their commitment to non-proliferation, that they are illicitly continuing to build a nuclear weapon. And all the facts point in that direction.
While Israeli government minister Yuval Steinitz spoke of Iran's ties to Lebanese paramilitary and political group Hezbollah.
There was a lot of hypocrisy in President Rouhani's speech. He was speaking about peace and respect of human rights and against the killing of innocent civilians. Let me remind ourselves that Iran is #1 sponsor of terrorism and of terrorist organizations like Hezbollah or Islamic Jihad.
While former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani said that Rouhani had American blood on his hands.
This man Rouhani has an enormous amount of blood on his hands. He has the blood of the Jewish people who were killed in Buenos Aires back in the 1990s. He has the blood of the American servicemen who were killed at Khobar Towers on his hands. He was Secretary of the General Council when that was done. This man has participated in the slaughter of American soldiers. So before the President of the United States touches this man and gets the blood of Americans on his hands, we've got to demand an awful lot of him.
Others said that the Iranians had no intention of giving up their nuclear program.
There is no chance that the regime is going to give up its quest for nuclear weapons. They've been at it for more than 20 years. They've lied to the International Atomic Energy Agency about what they're doing. They've obstructed the work of the inspectors. They're clearly undertaking activities which are only consistent with a nuclear weapons program. And we know that Hasan Rouhani himself, 10 years ago, when he was the chief nuclear negotiator, used the appearance of negotiations and conciliation to buy time at that point for the Iranian program to overcome a number of scientific and technical glitches. So Rouhani has used this playbook before.
While even Iranian Americans criticize Rouhani's moderate label.
I think the fact that he is coming to speak at the United Nations with a moderate label is absolutely absurd, because September 1st, his hand was on the blood of the 52 martyrs in Ashraf, as well as the executing political prisoners in Iran. And I think the fact that President Obama and the rest of the nations are willing to listen to him is absolutely crazy, because he is not a moderate. He is of the same regime. And as an Iranian American, along with thousands of others here today, I came here to present that.
Nuclear negotiations between Iran and 6 world powers have been stalled for months, but Iran has agreed to a new meeting this week on the sidelines of the General Assembly.